Everyone knows that networking is important to find a new job, to get a promotion, even to make a career change. But it's also pretty intimidating, and it's one more thing in an already hectic, busy schedule. There are also a lot of obvious questions like, how do I find networking events? What do you actually do when you get there? And how do you start a conversation in a way that's not awkward? Well, never fear. We're going to take you through my tips for networking success. I first like to boil down networking to the basics, to reframe it. It's much easier to approach if you look at it as meeting interesting people and developing connections. You can cast a wide net for potential networking activities, so professional associations, industry groups, even things like an alumni organization or an online site like meetup.com that connects people. If you can't find a networking event that suits your interests, start your own. You can invite 3 friends, ask each of them to invite 2 or 3 friends, and meet at someone's home or at a coffee shop once a month. You'll start growing your network very quickly. It's also really helpful to dust off your elevator pitch before you show up at a networking event. Now, an elevator pitch is usually 20 to 30 seconds, very concise, that explains who you are, your name and title, what you actually do, and I like to add why you love it, because I think it's more interesting. That way, when you give your conversation partner a little more information, they've got something to latch on to. Think ahead of time about your goals when you're going into a networking conversation. So for example, if you're looking to make a change into a different industry, when someone asks you how you're doing, you might say, I'm doing great, I'm thinking about moving into the financial industry. Now 97% of people are going to say, oh, that's nice, and the conversation will move on. But for about 3%, they're going to look at you and go, oh, my sister's, mother's, aunt's, cousin's, colleague's friend works in the financial industry, and I bet she'd be a great person for you to talk to. Can I make an introduction? And that's your cue to say, yes, absolutely, I would love that. You never know what sort of help people will offer when they just know what it is that you're looking for. Show up at any networking event with a couple of conversation starters in your back pocket. It can be as simple as, hi, I don't know anyone here. Do you mind if I say hello? I find that being honest about the inherent awkwardness of networking puts people at ease. And when the conversation's wrapping up, you can end it with a closer like, it's been so great to meet you, I'll let you go for a little bit. Then you can exchange information so you can follow up later. The follow-up is one of the most critical parts of networking. It's a great idea to follow up via email within 24 hours. Make it friendly and tie up any loose ends. If it's appropriate, you can also connect on LinkedIn or Twitter. Those are my best networking tips. Try them out, enjoy them, and I wish you the best of luck.